Hi, I'm Mira Kakkar, but I would like you to call me Kahani Nani because that's what my grandchildren call me because I tell them stories. And this story I recited to them about a week ago and they loved it. So I thought, why not share it with you as well? And there's something very special about this story because it is so relevant to the situation that we are in today, this lockdown. And you'll understand it once we can come to the end of the story. So, shall we start? The title of the story is The King's Boulder. Once upon a time, there was a king who wanted to make his people into better human beings. So he got a boulder placed on the pathway which led to his palace. He then invited a few important members of society to his court, telling them that one of them was going to win a big award if he passed a certain test, but that they would get to know about this contest only the next day when they came to the palace. So the next day, the king hid himself in a house on that pathway and watched to see if anyone would remove that boulder out of the way. Now, watch what some of the king's most learned and successful people did and said when they made their way to the king's court the next day excitedly wanting to win that award. And then when they encountered the boulder on the way. So the first one was a poet. And he was already fantasizing and dreaming. And he'd written a poem as well. And this is how it went. Ami Akta, poet of great reputation. Rajar Ami will have intellectual conversation. He might even give me his daughter in marriage to live happily ever after. The princess and I, oh, ki chamatkar combination. He, of course, didn't see the boulder and he hits his toe hard on it and yelps with pain. Morigala, Eki Jibon for an artist. What a loss to the world it would be if something happens to a valuable person like me. And grumbling and mumbling, he goes past the boulder and carries on towards the palace. What's the next one? A trader. Walking rather jauntily, chewing pan, speaking very loudly. The king invited me specially, I think. He must have heard about my great intellectual powers and my incredible experience. Watch how I impress the man. I am definitely going to win that award. He does not see the boulder, just like the poet, and falls flat on his face. Hits his knee on it and starts yelling loudly. Is this a king or a jinx? Kaisa Raja hai? Can't even keep roads clear and clean. I could be a better ruler than this loser. And he walks past the boulder, giving it a good hard kick, and ow! Of course, now he's hurt his toe as well. So much for his intellectual powers. Let's see who's the next one. Oh, a rather colorful man coming down the pathway. He's got a sword hanging by the side. A warrior. Or maybe he will do the right thing. Let's hear what he has to say. I am so good. I am so wonderful. I am the best. I am known as the Wonder Warrior. I will prove my valor to the king. My sword play will leave the king speechless. And he takes out his sword and swishes and swashes with it, and of course doesn't see the boulder, falls over it, hits his nose, yeah, and with his sword hits his own leg. Ow! Ow! My leg! Ow! What is this stupid boulder doing here in the middle of the road? Why doesn't somebody remove it? How can a wonder warrior like me walk on a road strewn with boulders and stones? Thoughtless, thoughtless, thoughtless people. Marches off, trying to keep his dignity intact, whatever was left of it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Did you notice? None of them did anything to remove the boulder out of the way. They just complained and blamed and blamed and complained. The poet blamed fate, the trader blamed the king, and the warrior blamed everybody in general. Oh, look, there's somebody else coming. A vegetable seller? What's he doing here? I can hear what he's saying. I'm late. I have to get to the market fast to sell my vegetables, otherwise I will miss most of my customers. This road is a shortcut. I know it is a shortcut. Well, I'm going to take it. I am taking it. Oh, a boulder in the middle of the path? How could anybody be so thoughtless? It's going to hurt somebody. Okay, I'm getting late, but I'm gonna push it to the side. He rolls up his sleeves. Oh man, but it's a huge boulder. But anyways, he puts all his strength behind his scrawny body and pushes that boulder and heaves and pushes, and slowly the boulder starts rolling to the side of the road. He has managed to do it. He quickly picks up his load of vegetables. I have to run, I am late. He notices something lying there where the boulder had been, looks at it, and a purse, picks it up, opens it. Gold coins spill out of it. What's this? And there's a note. There's a note here, and it got a king's seal on it. And it says, "You who have removed the boulder know that the obstacle is the way." The obstacle is the way. There's another line here, and the goal is for you. The goal is for me. The gold is for me. So much gold. I am rich. I am wealthy. I don't have to be a vegetable seller anymore. He throws his vegetables and dances and prances all the way home with his gold. What do you think happened here? What did the king mean by the obstacle is the way? The obstacles we come across in life, like this coronavirus, this lockdown, it gives us the opportunity to improve ourselves, an opportunity to discover our hidden talents, become more innovative and creative. Whilst many complain, the others are creating opportunities through their kind hearts, their generosity and willingness to help people who are less fortunate than them and to get things done. You might want to share this with your parents and give this quiz to them. Tell them the story and then ask them what the king meant by the obstacle is the way. And you might get some really interesting answers. Or you could actually tell them what it means and then discuss it with them. And that would also be fun. The obstacle is the way. You know, I'd love to know what each of you have discovered, things you did not know about yourself, your brothers, your sisters, friends, neighbors, parents, during this lockdown period. Mail me. Okay? Bye. Bye from Kahani Nani till we meet again. Ciao.